On June 30, 2002, a young woman named Lisa Marie Young vanished from Nanaimo, British Columbia. Her disappearance has haunted the community for over 2 decades. Tonight, we delve into the mystery surrounding Lisa Marie Young, hoping to shed light on her story and seek justice. Lisa Marie Young was a vibrant 21-year-old, full of life and dreams. Born on May 5, 1981, Lisa was known for her kindness, her love for her family, and her radiant smile. She was the eldest child and only daughter of Don Young and Marlene Joanne Martin. She has 2 younger brothers, Brian and Robin. She was preparing to start a job at a call center within 2 days of her disappearance, and considering pursuing higher education, with the hopes of becoming a television sports broadcaster. The night of her disappearance, June 30, 2002, was supposed to be a night of celebration. Lisa went out with friends to celebrate a birthday at a local nightclub called The Jungle. She and a friend were approached by a man who invited them to a house party in a residential area on Bowen Road, offering them a ride in the red older model Jaguar he was driving. They went to the party, and then to a second house party in the Cathars Lake area of Nanaimo. When Lisa said she was hungry, this man offered to take her to get some food. Around 4:30 a.m. Young called a friend's cell phone. Lisa's friend later stated in an interview, "Sure enough, it's Lisa on her cell phone. She goes, Dallas, I don't know what's going on. This guy won't bring me back. We're sitting in a driveway on Bowen Road and he won't bring me back. She says, I'm bored. I'm getting pissed off." The final signal from Young's cell phone was traced to the Departure Bay area of Nanaimo. About 20 minutes later, Lisa sends a final text message to her friend, expressing that she feels unsafe and is waiting for a ride. This is the last anyone heard from her. Investigation. On July 1, 2002, Young's parents failed to hear from her. At first, they thought it was possible Young was too busy to answer her cell phone, but grew concerned when Young's former roommate visited to ask about Young's whereabouts. After calling every phone number in her phone book, Young's parents contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, detachment in Nanaimo. In the beginning, Young's parents were told to call when she had been missing for over 48 hours, however, an RCMP officer came over to the Young's household later that evening to ask questions and get a photograph of Young. A few days later, the RCMP told Young's parents that her disappearance was being investigated by their Serious Crime Unit. Extensive searches were conducted by the police, family, and volunteers. Areas around Nanaimo, including parks, wooded areas, and the last known locations, are combed through for any signs of Lisa. Police concluded that foul play was likely involved after Young left a house party in the Cathars Lake area, and subsequently, several searches were conducted in remote areas in and near Nanaimo, revealing nothing. In late July 2002, police questioned the driver of the Jaguar. Lisa's mother was taken by RCMP to a short meeting with this man. She later stated that she asked him to tell her where her daughter was, and he replied, "I can't. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect your family." The man was eventually later released, no charges were laid. Police later stated, the driver, like many others involved in this file, is simply a person of interest. The Jaguar was eventually located, seized by RCMP for inspection, and later released. It was determined that the car was owned by the driver's grandmother, who subsequently sold the Jaguar, and threatened to sue over talk that could implicate her grandson in the disappearance. Police did not begin searching for Lisa until she had been missing for 2 months, leaving the job for relatives and friends to do on their own. Following a 1-year vigil held for Lisa in 2003, Lisa's mother was contacted by Chamainist psychic Christine Brandt. Based on the information provided by Brandt, Lisa's family asked Terry Tom and Andrew Jackson, both certified divers from Lisa's West Coast TLAOCOD band, to search the reservoirs at Colliery Dam Park, located between Nanaimo Lakes Road and Harewood Mines Road. A private dive team conducted a subaqueous search at the park on July 25, 2003. In December 2020, Nanaimo RCMP conducted searches related to the case, at 2 locations in Nanaimo, as well as part of Morel Nature Sanctuary. One of the locations was a residential property located at 827 Nanaimo Lakes Road, which is adjacent to Morel Sanctuary and less than 200 meters from Colliery Dam's upper reservoir. In June 2021, the Nanaimo RCMP hosted a press conference on the front steps to provide an update on the status of the Lisa Marie Young missing person investigation. RCMP Corporal Marcus Muntener, current co-lead investigator on the case, reported that based on new and historical information, numerous searches for Lisa have taken place in the last year, utilizing ground-penetrating radar and a police dog, and he said additional searches at undisclosed locations were planned. In February 2022, an anonymous American donor offered a $50,000 reward for information that leads investigators to the location of Lisa's remains. RCMP Constable Haley Pinfold stated that investigators are hoping that this might be enough to encourage some of those people to bring those final pieces forward. Police have stated that they believe that finding Lisa's remains would be the break they need, and called the reward offer significantly important. There have been no arrests made in connection to Lisa's disappearance, despite police having received 15,000 documents and hundreds of witnesses in Young's file. Several theories have been proposed regarding her disappearance. 1. Foul play by acquaintances. It is widely believed that Lisa Marie Young was the victim of foul play. On the night of her disappearance, she was last seen leaving a party with a man in a red Jaguar. This vehicle was reportedly borrowed from an acquaintance. Within 4 days of Lisa's disappearance, her mother and the RCMP had each received information that Lisa was seen getting into a dark red or maroon late 80s Jaguar. Around July 20, 2002, police identified the Jaguar driver's home in the small town of Qualicum Beach. Police spoke to the owner of the car and then located the driver, the owner's grandson, in Kamloops, BC. RCMP subsequently took this man into custody in Nanaimo and questioned him about Lisa's disappearance. Lisa's mother was taken by RCMP to confront this man at the Parksville RCMP detachment. She later described the interrogation room as small, with a large photo of Lisa and a whiteboard with the words rape, murder, accident. An RCMP investigator asked Lisa's mother to hug the man, which she did. Then she directly asked him to tell her where her daughter was, to which he responded, something like "I can't," before pausing and trailing off, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect your family." RCMP have stated that they believe there is a connection between Lisa's disappearance and this man. SGT Chisholm said, "Suffice to say we feel strongly about an individual, but there isn't enough evidence to charge him." The Jaguar driver's grandmother subsequently sold the Jaguar and threatened to sue over talk that could implicate her grandson in the disappearance. The Jaguar was eventually located, seized by RCMP with ultraviolet light and DNA testing, and later released after police found the vehicle had been steam cleaned before it was sold. The Jaguar driver was eventually released. No charges were laid in relation to Lisa's disappearance. Police later stated, the driver, like many others involved in this file, is simply a person of interest. RCMP have not made an official statement about the outcome of their interview with this man, nor his explanation of when or where Lisa left the Jaguar or his unusual legal history at that point in time. 2. Sex trafficking. Some theories suggest that Lisa might have been abducted for sex trafficking. This theory is considered because of her sudden disappearance and the lack of any physical evidence or sightings following the night she went missing. 3. Drug-related crime. Another theory is that her disappearance may be linked to drug-related activities. Some believe that Lisa might have witnessed something she wasn't supposed to see, or she was targeted due to her association with individuals involved in drug trade. 4. Cover-up and community silence. There is speculation that there might be a cover-up involving multiple individuals who have knowledge about what happened to Lisa. The theory suggests that fear, loyalty, or coercion might be preventing people from coming forward with crucial information. 5. Involvement of a serial offender. Some have speculated that Lisa Marie Young could have fallen victim to a serial offender. This theory considers the possibility of a predatory individual who may have been active in the area at the time. New information. In June 2021, Corporal Muntener said new information has come to light. Muntener said there is information he can't share, as it is an active investigation, but police have completed numerous searches in the last year based on new information coming in, and those searches were extensive and detailed, and we have more of those searches planned in the future. Muntener also described the case as an active and ongoing large-scale investigation involving some 15,000 documents and hundreds of witnesses. That was the last time RCMP made public statement about Lisa, or the investigation into her disappearance. Despite these theories, the case remains unsolved, and the true circumstances of Lisa Marie Young's disappearance are still unknown. The lack of concrete evidence, like Lisa's personal belongings, or traces left at known locations, has made it difficult for authorities to confirm any of these theories conclusively. Her family and community continue to seek justice and answers regarding her fate. Vigils and rallies. Lisa's disappearance shook the community of Nanaimo. Vigils were held, and her family and friends tirelessly campaigned for answers, refusing to let her case go cold. The people of Nanaimo are trying to keep Lisa's memory alive and keep pushing for answers. Someone knows something, and they won't stop until they find out what happened to her. The ongoing search for answers, family and community efforts. Lisa's family continues to search for answers, never giving up hope. They hold on to the belief that someone, somewhere, knows what happened that night. Her family just wants to bring Lisa home. They are still asking for anyone who has any information to please come forward so that they can have closure and bring justice for Lisa. Conclusion. The disappearance of Lisa Marie Young remains an open wound for her family, friends, and community. If you have any information about Lisa's case, please contact the Nanaimo RCMP. Your voice could be the key to unlocking this mystery and bringing peace to Lisa's loved ones.